Hello Leo, we're going to be doing your oracle reading for the supermoon in Libra, October 16th. So this is going to be highlighting your third house of communication, your immediate environment, siblings, neighbors, technology, your thoughts, ideas, writing. Okay, see what's around you. Leos, what's coming around you. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to subscribers. Welcome back to anyone new to my channel. I do hope you find these messages helpful. Okay, trying to fit it all into the frame here. And I know that it's not all, but I do pick up the cards, so no worries there. I'm going to be clarifying with the tarot. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck that I use mainly for these Oracle Moon readings. And I know it's been a while. Those of you who have been subscribed maybe missed this. I definitely felt compelled this time to come and do this for the Zodiac. And again, that's something that I restructured and came to understanding that it would be beneficial for me to do this year. And I'm also still offering personal readings, but only through the end of this year through this channel. So that information is below if you are interested. So we're going to be looking into your recent past in this area, where you are currently in your present point of advantage. What is a challenge or resistance, where there can be unexpected help, and your advice, and where things are headed in this area for you. So already noticing a lot of the tarot that's come out, majority of it are major arcana. So let's get into this, Leo. Recent past, peaks of joy, 3 of cups. So this is a clear indication of relating, making friends, enjoying life with friends, celebrating life with friends, expanding your circle of friends, you being open to new developments, expansion of your social life, more people in your environment. I'm also feeling kind of like something that is inspiring to others. You kind of shouted from the rooftops like, hey, you want people to feel like you feel. Others may have been inviting you to enjoy life again, enjoy come out of a space where maybe there's been lack of connectivity relating to others. So I feel like your circle is expanding. Your circle has expanded in your recent past, at least. Definitely making new friends, and those connections with people have brought you great feelings of joy, more happiness in your world, or you have brought more happiness into the world of others. And that's your nature, with being ruled by the sun, Leo. You're very strong. When you're ready to attract people to you, they are drawn like moth to flame. Especially when you're trying to gather people to be enthusiastic about something, enthusiastic, and you're this is in your communication. So I feel like a lot of you have expanded your reach in your communication, and definitely have had some full schedules, but maybe being happy in that. Okay, so now here your present point of advantage is field of dreams with strength, and this is your Leo energy here. Now that you have this, it's like now that I have your attention, this is, I feel like there's more expansion energy too with this adding up to 3. There's you're finding the strength and courage to make things happen with this new group, new circle, or expansion. You're dreaming big. You are also in some ways getting things in order with a group. I also feel that some of you within, this is again your immediate environment, siblings, some of you may have come together with siblings and family as well, healed a relationship, reunited with people. And then this is a sense where you're bonding, you're strengthening those bonds, you're strengthening what's possible with people, with connecting with your environment, with your neighbors, with your your thoughts and your thinking. You're thinking big in the form of where there is a good kind of like environment, also as well, making sure that environment is fertile and that there's great things that come out of these connections, not just something that has come into your world as a fly-by-night type of energy, but more so of like, I want to cultivate these relationships, I want to hold on to these. And there's also kind of this resistance with the strength and being encouraged to open and do that and not be pessimistic over where things maybe at some point in the past um, didn't provide substance to your world, didn't provide that really strong bonding kind of energy where you kind of help each other grow and temper each other's inner beasts in that sense. There's something here that's more relaxed about you based on there being these spaces or places that have been filled with good people, people that you're connecting with and are supportive with. And this is like a good kind of team environment where things can happen, things can be better than they were before. Stronger bonds are happening, I feel, within your immediate environment and through your communication, Leo. You what you have been attracting to you in your past is something that is worth holding on to. These connections are connections that are worth holding on to, and there's others that are willing to kind of put in the work that it takes to maintain communication, to maintain connectivity, to maintain that feeling of loving thy neighbor and being there for each other. This is very strong bonding energy with these two. So that's a present point of advantage, very positive to see. And then what your challenge or resistance is Storm Fields, Knight of Swords. What I'm getting for this is like resistance on intrusion. Intrusion, or there being a way that someone expresses themselves, or even the way you express yourself. Your challenge or resistance may be sometimes your communication could come off maybe a little bit too direct, or someone around their communication could, like, they say something and then all kind of hell breaks loose. Or, you know, there could be this sense of going through the storm. Clarity is coming in through here. Storm fields are necessary. It's usually in a representation of a clash. Could be some personality clashes, though. Even, you know, especially when people do come together, your challenge or resistance could be kind of resolving those personality conflicts, mediating those, and keeping everyone focused on what the goal is. Because there's some of you, you're coming together with a group of people, not just to come together, but there's a goal in here in mind. And so how you handle those personality conflicts, rushing into clear things, or being in a rush. Literally, this camera has a mind of its own. I'm starting to believe that my question on whether or not those freakouts happen when I'm doing the spiritual work is spiritual just confirmed me that it is. Okay. So disrupting what you have established. That's your challenge or resistance. I feel any characters that are going to disrupt what you're building, what you're doing, or that element or that energy that would disrupt the harmony of a group or within your communication, I feel is maybe a challenge or somewhat of a resistance for you. But I do feel it's like, in some ways, it's like don't shy away from the conflict, or don't shy away from these things. Can be worked through, and they should be faced, and because there's a need to clear the air and not so much push things under the rug anymore. That could be something here that you realize will be, keeping it real, keeping it 100 with everyone within a group when it comes to direct communication and moving forward and moving through and getting past the difficult times. Because when you do bring a diverse group of people together, or any group, there is going to be some, you know, personality conflicts, and there is going to be maybe some disruption to the harmony, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it still can't be a group that works together, or is cohesive. Or again, what needs to be cleared needs to be worked through communication. So seeing through to a clarity and communication, and listening to both sides of a situation, and you know, allowing the storm to settle, or going forward even though it's not a perfect situation. There's something here about clearing the air that's important for some of you. Clearing the air and communicating effectively. Okay. Let's move on into your unexpected help. We have deep freeze and the hermit. So those times where things are quiet in your world, where you're able to have the time to go within, I feel is like a lot of when you will get your answers, where you will have your epiphanies, where you'll have your enlightenment of like, I also feel like while you're within a group, while you're in your immediate environment, while you are in the trenches of going back and forth with others, exchanging ideas, you know, expressing yourselves in different ways. There's some things that kind of sink in once you leave. Once you have your moments, Leo, to yourself, where you can strengthen and rest. There's a pause coming in here, though. And I feel there's some of you are going to be going on some type of maybe solo journey. Like a slowdown, but there being bonds that are established, or people in place already kind of established. I also feel like for some of you, this is getting into a higher frequency with your thoughts. Your best ideas, your best, you know, yeah, there's something good that will be coming out from you, going within more rather than seeking outside of yourself for your answers. I feel like you'll be inspired by the people around you, but ultimately there's this inner light, this inner wisdom, that when it is quiet around you, when you do have time to think, when you do have a moment to pause, there's some great wisdom and enlightenment that's going to be coming for you in the form of solutions, in the form of ideas, in the forms of communication, writing. I do feel like some of you are working on, or will be working on, some type of piece of literature, or again something else that has strong communication. Is like there's an elevation here. There's downloads that you're going to be getting and flowing within you. And again, I'm feeling like it's not going to be coming from a circle of people. You might be inspired. You might be inspired, but ultimately there's something within you that's not, you know, going to be found outside of you or someone else. Then there could be kind of a rushing of inspiration that does come from a group, but also get this feeling of like you feeling like your immediate environment is okay, where you're feeling like there's really nothing or no one missing in your world. There's actually more of an abundance of the connections that you have. You're not really seeking, you're not on a quest to fill your life. Your life is full in the form of that. Your immediate environment, your siblings, or, you know, who you consider your neighbors. Definitely this is like wisdom that you're ready to kind of, and whatever is a hibernation period for you, or whatever a break is within your, or from within, or from your immediate environment, it will be very beneficial in you kind of gaining or getting some type of clarity. Taking pauses from the group will be, or pauses that are imposed upon the group coming together, is where you'll be finding your magic. You'll be finding that inspiration, And I do feel like there's something some of you Leos are working on in the form of writing, publishing, or other communication. There's validation coming in through a group too, as far as the support that you need in order to shine, continue to shine. We have for your advice, Golden Palace, Judgment. I do feel like there's a strong resurrection here going on in the form of feeling abundant. I was like, I'm kind of getting that someone is like, rise, and then like there's literal things coming out of the, or structures, towers coming out of the ground, because you said it, let it be so. In a sense, with this Judgment energy, because this is again your advice. What can you do? Well, what is in your power? You're powerful when it comes to this energy. You have more power than you realize, and this is, I guess, a feeling you rising as a leader, very strong leader. Those that are blessed to follow you and bask in your sunlight are going to be feeling that this place, you know, you're going to be inspiring others to be better than they were before, or better than they've been seeing life, or better than they've been experiencing life. And I feel like this is you rising to that position in your world. And this could have also been something that has been worked on for quite some time. This is the Golden Palace. This is almost like, you know, showing you almost entering, like opening up your palace to the world, or to your environment, to the people around you. I'm also getting kind of like giving something a second chance, or someone a second chance, or yeah, what your judgment. I feel you practice your good judgment, and know that you are in a place of abundance. And I feel like what you, and there's more to come, and there's a lot that you have to share. This is a calling for you as well. Answer the call. There's something here that could be coming in, may seem like a disruption to your group, but actually could be of help. And it may come to you while there's some downtime. Some of you may be getting some type of assistance, major assistance. If you're not already in that abundant energy, if you're not creating it for yourself, if you didn't create that foundation where you're being kind of come one, come all, then there's someone, or there's an element that is bringing that energy, saying that to you, giving you a second chance. If there is a second chance for something that, again, you believe will lead to success, will lead to abundance, then take that call, take that step, answering that. Because there's something here where you're not going back to lack in your environment, lack when it comes to your communication with people, and having actually people around who are listening. There's something here where that's like you're leveling up into a space where whatever would be trying to pull you down, Leo, is just not going to have any power over you. Being very convinced that where your connection to spirit is, where your wisdom lies, is from a space, a divine space. And then I feel like some of you maybe without realizing it, have become, I'm like, some in some ways this is like giving me some type of like Messiah energy. Why? I don't know, but being chosen to lead in a group and this lotus to come in the sun. It's giving me something here. A lot of and yeah. I feel like for some of you, you're like creating a new world for your group, your tribe, your family, your immediate environment, or it's already been in the works. What the bonds that you've created, this is long-term family bonding. And even if it's not family, it's friends, siblings, again, your neighbors, the palace is royalty in the sense of nobility and rising to occasions that call for a higher minded attitude towards leading towards, I mean, it seems pretty big here. And then we got another major arcana, stuck in the mud, justice. Okay, this is where things are headed, outcome. Now, stuck in the mud is not necessarily a negative thing. What stuck in the mud gives you a chance to do is slow down and really take in what is around you. And for that, where you've been maybe in the past, maybe, or especially here with the Challenger resistance, ripping and running and going here and there, and I think there's something here with your presence that needs to stabilize in one area, Leo, because it is the space where you need to be. And again, I'm getting more of this is your palace, this yin and yang, this space where you win is providing a lot of balance, and you're getting a chance to slow down and kind of really take a look around you and be very aware of imbalances, being aware where things need to be justified. And I'm also kind of seeing this as something being set right, where, well, as far as a space or a place is concerned, if you felt like you maybe there was a space where you've been there for a while and you felt like, oh, this is your immediate environment again too, so you've been there for a while and maybe you're ready to kind of pack up, or you thought you were, or there's someone who wants to kind of take off again. I'm also kind of getting an energy where there's like, where someone's like so changeable, there needs to be a little bit of taming of that, or especially in your partnerships or groups, or someone is like, oh, we've been here for this long amount of time, we've been here for 3 years, let's look at another space. No, maybe not, maybe don't, because your roots are growing deeper where you plant yourself for some time. There's some deep roots. Continue to build off those roots. Do not uproot. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Stay where you are. In this comes your wisdom. In this comes some greater understanding. And it is a kind of a divine space for you to be in. So where someone wants to change things up, don't do it. I feel like that's, or as far, especially uprooting a whole group of people, or where you do your work, or where you communicate, or what, you know, that's something here was like, you're going to see that where you've chosen to call your immediate environment, where you choose to work in your communication, is a very solid space. You're protected in this space. And it's not a stuck energy, it's, this is exactly where I should be right now. Because in this space, there is balance. In this space, there is justice. In this space, there is harmony coming in, and will continue. There is something to where you built it, they came, don't change it right now. Because where people are coming to you, where they can find you, where they can reach you, it's something that is going to just continue to elevate if you continue to keep nurture, and there's this powerful space that you're in, and it feels like some of you just need to hear the message that that space does not need to change. It's not about changing your location. It's about in some ways shining your light and really taking a close look, and also too what that space has gathered, who that space has gathered. And so where you are is fertile ground, where your immediate environment is, who is in your sphere or circle of communication or of neighbors. This is all like you're a stabilizing force within this, or what you have established is stabilized in a way that this is like you're rooted and grounded where you are for a reason. People like to say nowadays, yeah, you're not a tree, but there's some there are some that there's a tree, there's something here that is like uh, has grown deep first, and then okay, so then what rises from that, those roots growing deep, it is, why not be a tree in this situation, Leo? There's not a bad thing to be in that some in some ways. Okay, sometimes change for the sake of change, or feeling like, oh, you know, that's sometimes it's running away. Don't run away. Don't run away from, or lead or allow someone who's a little wanderlustful, like let them go off and then come back. That person, you know, where they need that change. But that's not an energy. I feel like you're settling into more of like, this is my castle, this is my palace. Okay. All right. Let's look into your Wild Offering Oracle deck. Here, this card that will show you a message to what to release to the divine, and kind of tie this together. Ooh, solitude, and it fell right over the Hermit. Look at that. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time. Exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Oh my God, that's it. I'm done. Leo, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful for you. And if you would like a personal reading with me through the end of 2020, that information is below. I do hope this was a helpful message for you. If it was, give me a like. I'll be back with seasonal readings, and if I'm back again, you know, with another zodiac series, then obviously I was led to do this. So thank you so much for watching. Could be messages in your other signs. But all the best to you. Enjoy the rest of your 2020 and take care.